It's May 15th, and today it was snowing this morning. Unbelievable. Almost got it. Determination. We're close. Don't stop now. Oh, finally.
1 hour later.
1 hour later. Okay, so today's project is we are going to take the center of the barn roof up a little bit. I actually have support in there right now. It looks pretty good, but there's no beams in the center of it, so it's been trying to push itself out. It's kind of football shaped. So I'm just going to strengthen it up with a couple black locust poles. And then Thursday they're actually putting a steel roof on it. So I'll show the other side here later, but a lot of the shingles have blown off and it's been leaking. So I hate to let the old girl go. So this year it's going to get new roof put on it, and I've already reinforced some stuff inside of it, and I'd like to paint it red because I think barns need to be red. So here's our tree. I'm not sure how long it is, but I'm going to take the bark off of it. Black locust is super duper strong, stronger than oak probably, so it'll be fine for what I need it to do. And then I'm going to cut to length, and I have a bottle jack in there. I'll jack up the roof a bit more and get it supported. So I used a draw knife to make a slice all the way down this log, and it's still wet, so the bark is just coming right off of it.
That one.
Black locust you can cut pretty good when it's dry, or wet, or green I guess you call it, but if you let it dry, it's just super tough. So we got to get this done right now.
Smells like cucumbers.
Yeah, it kind of smells like cucumbers underneath the bark too, which is strange. Come over here on this side. Keep going. Gotta go a little bit deeper.
In here?
Yep. Yep, right to there.
Oh, I thought I was going too deep.
No? Once you get it to the right part, it just pulls right off.
Ah.
So we're very lucky to have all these black locusts. I don't know if I've had a video about these yet, but this is one that I cut probably 2 years ago now. These trees they'll put nitrogen into the soil, especially if you chop them like that. It's called coppicing. And they have these thorns on them. That's how you can tell you've got a black locust. It's these great big thorns. When we first moved in here, I hated them because they were right in the driveway here, and I'd hit them with a tractor, and they're pretty pokey. But since I've realized what they are, I kind of like them. So they have these little leaves. So they leave like dappled sunlight, kind of like a fern does. So things can grow underneath them, and they like the nitrogen that they put in. Like I mentioned before, they're super hard. These are really good for like a rocket stove situation. In 2 years, I'll have the right size wood for the rocket stoves and cut it off, let it dry. And it'd be nice to cut my firewood with just a pair of loppers instead of a chainsaw and a big old wood splitter and stuff. So, what else is good about them? Rot resistant, just all around a really good tree. Plus they put out these little white flowers that bees love. So we're really fortunate to have quite a few of them here, but a lot of them I've cut off. I made fence posts. Here, this is a junk pile that Grandpa left. I need to clean this up someday. But there's our log. It's all stripped down. It took hardly any time. It was quite satisfying stripping the bark off. And actually, the tree that those tires are leaning up against, that's a great big black locust. It's massive. So when I cut this tree down, a whole bunch of pea pods fell down. Let's see if I can find one. This is what the seed pod looks like. They have little black seeds inside of them. Just as like a rule of thumb, most plants that produce pea pods are nitrogen fixers. So your beans are, and so are these trees. So pretty cool. So this is why we're getting a roof put on the barn. There's always been, well, since I moved in, there was 1 or 2 shingles missing, but since we've lived here, like especially this last fall / spring, the wind has been blowing like mad, and it rains almost every day, and we've lost a whole bunch of shingles on this side. So like I said, that'll be fixed Thursday. I'm gonna have somebody else do it because I don't really want any part of that. It's shaped like a football, and it's super steep. All right, well, there we are. They're up in there. It's kind of dark in here, hard to see. But there's a big beam up there, so that's been up there, and all I did was jack up the center of the roof with a bottle jack and place those up in there, and now I'm just going to box them in so it holds them in place, and that should stop the center from sagging. So what are we doing, Gage?
We're going trail riding.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, we went down to North Carolina a while back, and this was my means of transportation, but I put some foot pegs on the old white elephant, so we're gonna go ride some trail, huh? Sweet. Looks like we made it to the end of the line. There's a river. But if you've got a big truck and even bigger nuts, balls, you can go through to the other side, but this is a river, so I'm not doing that.
Do you know how deep it is?
How deep it is? I have no idea. But it's kind of cool back here. We've had a lot of rain, so it's pretty green. Lots of water.
Animal.
Yep. No cars.